How now, Ophelia? What is the matter?
Oh, my lady, I've been so frightened.
With what in the name of God?
My lady, as I was sewing in my closet, Lord Hamlet with his doublet all embraced, no hat upon his head, his stockings fouled, pale as his shirt, his knees knocking each other, and with a look so piteous and purport, as if he had been loosed out of hell. To speak of horrors, he comes before me.
Mad for thy love?
My lady, I do not know, but truly I do fear it.
What said he?
He took me by the wrist, and he held me hard. Then he goes to the length of all his arm, and with his other hand thus o'er his brow, he falls to such perusal of my face as he would draw it. Long stayed he so, at last a little shaking of mine arm, and thrice his head thus waving up and down, he raised a sigh so hideous and profound as it did seem to shatter his bulk and end his being. That done, he lets me go, and with his head over his shoulders turned, he seems to find his way without his eyes, for out o' doors he went without their helps, and to the last vented their light on me.
Come, go with me. I will go seek the king. This is the very ecstasy of love, whose violent property foredoes itself and leads the will to desperate undertakings, as of any passion under heaven that does afflict our natures. I am sorry. What, have you given him any hard words of late?
No, my lady, but as you did command, I did repel his fetters and denied his access to me.
That hath made him mad. I am sorry that, with better heed and judgment, I had not quoted him. I feared he did but trifle and meant to wreck thee, but beshrew my jealousy. Come, go we to the king. This must be known, and, if kept close, might move more grief to hide than hate to utter love.
Dear Rosencrantz and Guildensterns. Moreover, that we did much long to see you. Something have you heard of Hamlet's transformation, so call it? Sith nor the exterior nor the inward man resembles what it was. I entreat you both, that being of such young days brought up with him, that you vouchsafe your rest here in our court some little time, and gather as from occasion as you may glean, whereat to us unknown afflicts him thus, or opened lies within our remedy.
Good gentlemen. Never thought too much of you. I'm sure I am. Two men there are not living to whom he more yields. If it would please you, to show us so much gentry and goodwill, as to spend your time with us a while. For the supply and profit of our hope, your visitation shall receive such thanks as with the king's remembrance.
Both your majesties might. By the sovereign power you have us, put your dread pleasures more into command than to entreaty.
But we both obey, and here give up ourselves in the full bent, to lay ourselves freely at your feet, to be commanded.
Thanks, gentle Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
Thanks, Guildenstern and gentle Rosencrantz. And I beseech you instantly to visit my much to changing son.
Heavens make a presence in our practices, pleasant and helpful.
Aye. Amen.
I do think, or else this brain of mine, hunts about the trail of policy so sure, as it hath used to do, that I have found the very cause of Hamlet's lunacy.
She doth tell me she hath found the head and source of all her son's distemper.
I doubt it is no other but the maid. His father's death, and our hasty marriage.
Oh, do speak of that I do long to hear.
My liege, madam, to expostulate what majesty should be, what duty is, why day is day, night, night, and time is time. We're nothing but to waste night, day, and time. And since brevity is the soul of wit, and tediousness the limbs and outward flourishes, I will be brief. Your noble son is mad. Mad, I call it. For to define true madness, what is it to be nothing else but mad? But let that go.
More matter with less art.
I have a daughter. Well, she's mine. And in her duty and obedience, Mark hath given me this. Now gather and surmise. To the celestial and my soul's idol, the most beautified Ophelia. That's an ill phrase, a vile phrase. Beautified's a vile phrase. But you shall hear this. In her excellent white bosom, and these etc.
Give this from Hamlet to her.
Good madam, stay a while. I will be faithful.
Doubt thou the stars are fire. Doubt that the sun doth move. Doubt truth to be a liar, but never doubt I love. Oh, dear Ophelia, I am ill at these numbers. I have not art to reckon my groans, but that I love thee best, oh, most best believe it. But that I love thee best, oh, most best believe it. Mine evermore most dear lady, while this machine is to him, Hamlet. How hath she received his love?
What do you think of me?
As of a woman most honorable and faithful?
I would fain prove so. But what might you think of me when I had seen this hot love on the wing, as I perceived it? I must tell you that before my daughter told me, I went round to work, and my young mistress thus I did bespeak. Lord Hamlet is a prince out of thy star. This must not be. And I, precepts gave her, that she should lock herself from his resort. Which done, she took the fruits of my advice. And he, repulsed, a short tale to make, fell into a sadness, then into a fast, thence to a watch, thence to a weakness, thence to a lightness, and by this discretion, into the madness wherein now he raves, and all we mourn for.
Do you think 'tis this?
Maybe, very likely. Hath there ever been such a time, I fain know, that I positively said, "'Tis so," when he proved otherwise?
Not that I know.
Take this from this. If circumstances lead me, I will find where truth is hid, were it hid indeed, within the center.
How may we try it further?
You know, sometimes he walks 4 hours altogether, here in the lobby.
So he does indeed.
At such a time, I'll loose my daughter to him, be you and I behind Yara's, then mark the encounter.
We may try it.
Look,
Where sadly the poor wretch comes speeding.
away, I do beseech you both away, I'll board him presently. How does my good Lord Hamlet?
Well, God of mercy.
Do you know me, my lord?
Excellent, well. You're a fishmonger.
Not I, my lord.
Then I would you were so honest a woman.
Honest, my lord.
Aye, ma'am, for to be honest, as this world goes, is to be one picked out of 10,000.
That is very true, my lord.
Or if the sun breed maggots and a dog kissing carrion. Have you a daughter?
I have, my lord?
Let her not walk in the sun. Conception is a blessing, but not so as your daughter may conceive. Friend, look to it.
How say you by that? He is gone, far gone. And truly in my youth I suffered much extremity for love very near this. What do you read, my lord?
Words. Words. Words.
What is the matter, my lord?
Between who?
I mean the matter that you read, my lord.
Slanders, ma'am.
Will you walk out of the air, my lord?
Into my grave.
Indeed, that is out of the air. I will leave him, and suddenly contrive the means of meeting between him and my daughter. My honorable lord, I shall most humbly take my leave of you.
There is nothing, my lady, that I will more willingly part with all, except my life, except my life, except my life.
Fare you well, my lord.
My honored lord!
My most dear lord!
My excellent good friends! Oh, how dost thou, Guildenstern? Ah. Oh! Oh, my good friends, how do ye both?
As the indifferent children of the earth.
Happy in that we are not over happy. On fortune's cap, we are not the very button.
Nor the soles of her shoe.
Neither, my lord.
Then you live about her waist, or in the middle of our privates.
Faith her privates we.
No secret parts of fortune. Oh, most true. She is a strumpet. But, good friends, what's the news?
None, my lord. That the world's grown honest.
Then is doomsday near. But your news is not true. Let me question you more in particular. What have you done, my good friends, to deserve at the hands of fortune that she sends you to prison hither?
Prison, my lord?
Denmark's a prison.
Then is the world one?
A goodly one in which there are many confines, wards, and dungeons, Denmark being one of the worst.
We think not so, my lord.
Why then 'tis none to you, for nothing is either good or bad, but thinking makes it so. To me it is a prison.
Why then, your ambition makes it one. 'Tis too narrow for your mind.
God. I could be bounded in a nutshell and count myself king of infinite space, were it not I had bad dreams. But, in the beaten way of friendship, what make you at Elsinore?
To visit you, my lord. No other occasion.
You are sent for. And there is a kind of confession in your looks which your modesties have not craft enough to color. I know the good king and queen have sent for you.
To what end, my lord?
That you must teach me.
What say you?
If you love me, hold not off.
My lord! We were sent for.
I'll tell you why. I have of late, but wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth, forgot all custom of exercises, and indeed, it goes so heavily with my disposition that this goodly frame the earth, why, seems to me a sterile premonitory, this most excellent canopy the air, why it seems to me no other thing but a foul and pestilent congregation of vapors. What a piece of work is man, how noble in reason, how infinite in faculty, in action, how like an angel, in apprehension, how like a god, the beauty of the world. And yet, to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights not me. No, nor woman either, though by your smiling you seem to say so.
My lord, there was no such stuff in my thoughts.
Why did you laugh then?
To think, my lord, if you delight not in man, then what Lenten entertainment the players shall receive from you?
What players are there?
Even those you were wont to take delight in. The tragedians of the city.
There are the players.
My good friends, you are welcome. Welcome, all give me your hands, give me your hands. But my uncle, father, and aunt, mother are deceived.
And what, my dear lord?
I am but bad north-northwest. When the wind is southerly, I know a hawk from a handsaw.
Well be with you, gentlemen.
You, Guildenstern, and you too at each ear here. That great baby you see there is not yet out of her swaddling clouds.
Happily, she's the second time come to them. For they say an old man is twice a baby.
I prophesy she comes to tell me of the players. Mark it.
My lord, I have news to tell you.
My lady, I have news to tell you. When Roscius was an actor in Rome.
The actors are come hither, my lord. The best actors in the world. Either for comedy, tragedy, history, pastoral, pastoral comical, historical pastoral, tragical historical pastoral, tragical comical historical pastoral, scene undividable poem unlimited.
You are welcome, masters. Welcome all. Come, give us a taste of your quality. Come up. Passionate speech.
What speech, my lord?
I heard thee speak me a speech once. 'Twas Aeneas' tale to Dido and thereabouts of it, especially wherein he speaks of Priam's slaughter. If it live in your memory, begin at this line. Let me see. The rugged Paris, hardly tricked with blood of fathers, mothers, daughters, sons, baked and impasted in the parching streets, which lend a tyrannous and damned eye to their lord's murder, roasted in wrath and fire with eyes like carbuncles, the hellish Pyrrhus old grandsire Priam seeks. So proceed you.
Anon he finds him, striking too short at Greeks. His antique sword, rebellious to his arm, lies where it falls. Repugnant to command unequal match. Priam drives, in rage, strikes wide. But with the whiff and wind of his fell sword, the unnerved father falls. So, as a painted tyrant, Prius stood, and like a neutral to his will and matter, did nothing. But as we often see against some storm, a silence in the heavens, the rack stands still. The bold winds speechless, and the orb below is hushed as death, and on the dreadful thunder doth rend the region. So, after Pyrrhus' pause, aroused vengeance sets him to work. Out! Out, thou strumpet! Fortune, all you gods and the general synod, take away our power. Break all the spokes and bellies from our wheel, and bold around knave down the hill of heaven. As low as to the feet, this is too long.
It shall to the barbers with your beard. Prithee, say on.
Who, oh, who had seen the mobled queen?
Ennobled queen.
That's good. Mobled queen is good.
Run barefoot up and down, threatening the flames, for fist and broom, and for a robe about her length, and all over teem's loins. A blanket,
and the alarm of fear cut off as she watched Pierce make malicious sport in mincing with the sword her husband's limbs. The instant burst of clamor that she made, unless things mortal moved them not at all, would have made milch in the burning eyes of heaven, and passion in the gods.
Look, whether he has not turned his color and has tears in his eyes, pray you, no more.
Tis well. I'll have thee speak the rest soon. Good my lady, will you see the players well bestowed?
My lord, I will use them according to their desert.
Follow her, friends. We'll hear a play tomorrow. So hear me, old friend. Could you play the murder of Gonzago?
Aye, my lord.
You could, for any need, study a speech of some 12 or 16 lines which I would set down and insert in it, could you not?
Aye, my lord.
My good friends, I'll leave you till night. You're welcome now, Senor.
Good, my lord.
So God be with ye. Now I am alone. A dull and muddy-mettled rascal. Pique, unpregnant of my cause and can say nothing, no! Not for a king, upon whose property and most dear life a damned defeat was made. Am I a coward? Who calls me villain? Breaks my pate across swoons. I should take it, for it cannot be, but I am pigeon-livered and let gall. To make oppression bitterer, ere I should have fatted all the region's kites with this slave's awful bloody body villain. Remorseless, treacherous, lecherous, kindless villain, oh vengeance! What an ass am I? This is most brave. That I, the sole son of a dear father murdered, prompted to my revenge by heaven and hell, must, like a whore, unpack my heart with words and fall a-cursing like a very drab of scullion. I thought... I've heard that guilty creatures sitting at a play have, by the very cunning of the scene, been struck so to the soul that presently they have proclaimed their malefactions. I'll have these players play something like the murder of my father before mine uncle. I'll observe his look. If he but blench, I know my course. The spirit I've seen may be the devil, and the devil hath power to assume a pleasing shape, and yea, perhaps out of my weakness and my melancholy, as he is very potent with such spirits, he abuses me to damn me. I'll have grounds more relative than this. Play's the thing, wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king.